Hi, this is Kala with Seeds of Light, the channel that talks about the consequences of childhood abuse um, in adulthood. There are many consequences to the abuse, but the one I want to talk about that is the most important in my eyes is the responsibility not to pass the circle of violence forward. Um, Unfortunately, it's what usually happens. We usually tend, even though we don't want to, we do pass it to the next generation. We are triggered many times and we recreate what we went through. And in order not to do that, we need to do a lot of self work. And it's really hard. And for me personally, I was so scared to hurt another human that I worked through my entire 20s, the entire decade of 20s. My sole mission was to be a good person. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't care about money. I just wanted to make sure that if I chose to live and not to commit suicide, because I was really considering it, that I will not hurt another person, because I knew how much I suffered and I didn't want to cause that suffering to anybody else. So I can share what I did. Of course, each person will have to find his own way to do that. What I did was I searched for a way of living that was the most moral in my eyes. For each one, it can be his religion, or I really connected to Buddhism, because in Buddhism, you're not even supposed to kill an ant. And I said, okay, in Judaism, you have an eye for an eye, which I connected less. So in Buddhism, you're not even supposed to kill an ant, and I like that. And they have all these ways to practice the way of living of the Buddhism. So I got really deep into Buddhism, and hey Michelle, and what else? I saw myself as the way I see myself till now. I always see myself as if I was an alcoholic, or the son of an alcoholic. That it doesn't matter if I'm not an alcoholic at the moment, but I need to be careful not even to drink one sip, because then I can become one. So that's how I see it. I see it that I was born to two parents that were very abusive in different ways, and that if I didn't want to repeat it, I viewed myself as I have that. It's what I learned. It's what I experienced. There's some genetics maybe involved in it, and if I don't want to pass it forward, I need to see myself as it is possible for me to pass it forward. That I need to be extra careful not to do that. And so when I discipline my son, I'm really careful. Um, for me, it's never an option to raise a hand, no matter what happens. Uh, because I need to be more careful than a regular person who grew up in a normal house with no violence. They maybe can do one flick and that will be it. But for me, I can't even afford that. I need to be extra careful not to slip and fall. And I studied psychology. I did a BA in psychology, and I studied a lot of. I did a lot of courses, and I did a lot of self work during my 20s. And only when I was 33, I felt I was clean enough, like I cleaned enough from my past that is already safe for me to bring a child into the world. Yet, when I brought Samuel, my now he's 4 years old, when I brought him to the world, the demons came in. It was terrible. I felt every day I was as if I was driving into a wall not to hurt him. Everything, like I had a lot of like violence wanting to come out. And I had to stop myself from doing that. And it took so much energy for me, and I was so exhausted. And I said, oh my God, like I thought I was clean. How am I going to do this? And then I realized that I have to work very hard in order to continue cleaning. So what I did is, for me, what I did 1 hour of meditation daily, and I did an hour. Sorry about that. An hour of breath work daily, because I realized that you can release emotions through the body, through breath, and so that's what I did every single day for I think 3 years. And that was in addition to working out. Yeah, I had to do this. This was something I had to do in order not to clean myself and not to bring the violence forward. In addition, I realized that I didn't have enough tools that were positive to raise my child. So I found this course online from AHA Parenting, and that it's by a psychologist, and she's all about empathy and giving empathy tools. She's even not about yelling, although I admit I do yell, but I'm trying not to. I do my best to try not to yell, but from time to time I do yell. But she's like not even about yelling. It's all about seeing when it's difficult and the child is acting out, is to see that he's struggling, to be empathic towards him. And she gives a lot of tools of how to deal with discipline in a positive, empathic way. And so I listened to this every single day. Like I would walk to pick him up, or I would go to school, to massage school. I would listen to it in my on my earphones. Every single day I would cook. It would be in the background, kind of to positively brainwash myself. And until it was really a part of me. And I have it even hung on the refrigerator, like some of the tools, like so I can remember if I get confused. Okay. So that's what I did, and it is possible. I'm sorry about that. It is possible to do it, and this was what was my journey. But we have the responsibility not to pass the violence forward. The fact that we went through abuse in any way, shape, or form doesn't excuse us to inflict pain on others in any way. We needed to make an effort to make it stop with us, and that's it. And I hope I got my message across. Good luck.